On question number 3, I'm trying to solve by completing the square. So I need to get my x squared term and my x term on one side and my constant on the other. So I need to subtract 4 from both sides so that I have 3x squared minus 8x, and then an open space is equal to -1. Now, what's different on this question is that we have a coefficient in front of the x squared. And we can't have that if we're proceeding with completing the square. So we need to actually divide by that number. And every term needs to get divided by that number. So this would be x squared minus 8/3 x is equal to -1/3. Okay, so for completing the square, we need those two numbers. And the first one is half of the coefficient of the x term. Now, because it's a fraction, we still need to take half of it. But another way to think about taking half is multiplying by 1/2. So half means that you're multiplying by 1/2. So you can actually just do this on your calculator. If you take -8 divided by 3 times 1/2 and then convert to a fraction, you get -4/3. So -4/3 will be our first number. And then you need to square that. So you can square that on your calculator, or you can just square the top and the bottom and get 16/9. So with these fractions, it's a little bit tougher, but again, your calculator can do fractions for you. Okay, so it's the second number that you want to add first. And that's going to get you x squared minus 8/3x plus 16/9 is equal to, and you can do -1/3 plus 16/9 on your calculator, and you get 13/9. And then the left is going to factor technically into x, and this is going to be a minus 4/3 squared. So again, that's where this number, that's where we see that again. Okay, so then I want to take the square root of both sides. And that's going to eliminate the square. And this is going to be plus or minus square root of 13/9. Now the square root gets applied to both the numerator and denominator. So if you take the square root of 9, you get 3. So this will be square root of 13/3 without a radical. And then if you add 4/3 to both sides, you get x is equal to 4/3 plus or minus square root of 13/3. And this will be your answer. If you want to write out both answers separately, you could put 4/3 plus square root of 13/3 and 4/3 minus square root of 13/3.